Good Monday evening, everyone. Weather for Weather Geeks Time, my daily in-depth weather video. We take a real deep dive into the weather here in this video, in both the short term and the longer range as well. And a lot of times it's a good time to, kind of pause and review things a little bit. Take a look at past weather, if you will. We've got 2 days left in the month, and what a month it has been. August is going to go into the record books as a much warmer than average month. Right now we're over 5 degrees above average when you look at both the highs and the lows for the month. These are just the highs that are shown in the calendar view here. But right now we're in 6th place for on the list of warmest Augusts on record. With another pretty warm day coming up tomorrow, we may slide up to 5th place on that list. We've only had 2 below average days this whole month, and that was early on last week. Today's high was 84. That, of course, is above the average of, I think it's 78 at this time of the year. 84 locally today, 84 in Cleveland. It was 87 in Pittsburgh. Pretty hot off to our south and west, and I think we'll be a little bit hotter tomorrow than we were today. But things are quiet this evening, all thanks to high pressure, which is situated over Detroit and Toronto, and that's going to meander east over the next 24 hours or so. All the moisture's out here across the west and down in the south. It's a beautiful evening. It's going to be a beautiful, clear night tonight. And it's going to cool off nicely because the dew points have dropped nicely. It's a very comfortable air mass. Dew point locally at 60. Now, the warm air has not moved all that far to our south and west. We do have the frontal boundary in through here, but it's going to stay down there. I think tomorrow, while it's a warm day, it's not humid yet because this juicy air is going to stay bottled up in places like Cincinnati, Lexington, and Indianapolis. Quick detour down to the tropics now. If you watched this video last week and you paid attention to the weather some, a lot of consternation about what was once Invest 99L, kind of the thing we call it before it becomes a tropical depression. Now it's a tropical depression finally, and this is expected to continue to strengthen probably into a tropical storm tonight and heading into tomorrow, starting to curve north like this, and then eventually it's going to make a bend into Florida, and then actually probably recurve out into the Atlantic, and maybe even re-strengthen some. Now, this is not going to be a big problem in terms of the wind for the southeast, but this could be a heavy rainmaker in Florida and may cause additional problems with rip currents for vacationers down along the beaches of Florida, Georgia, and into the Carolinas as well. All right, back here at home, high pressure keeps us very nice all the way through tomorrow. It's going to be a warm day. Now, on Wednesday, our cold front. Now, this is the front that's going to really usher in some dramatically cooler air. First thing it's going to do is spark a few spotty showers and storms Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening for day 1 of the Canfield Fair. But then after that, it's interesting, our model here is actually picking up on some lake effect rain showers on Thursday, especially in northwest PA, southwest New York. I don't think Thursday is a bright and sunny day here. I think it's at times actually even fairly cloudy. This is a very chilly air mass coming over the warm waters of the Great Lakes, and you'll see a lot of cloudiness from time to time, and I can't even totally rule out a sprinkle. But boy, is it going to feel nice on Thursday. Even if the sun's not out, I mean, temperature's no better than 73, 74. It'll be breezy. So a real taste of late September on Thursday. I think Friday turns out to be a brighter day. In the meantime, the humidity, a non-story for most of the next 7 days, with one exception, that is Wednesday. Notice we do have a fair amount of moisture here on Wednesday, but the drier air mass is not far to our north and west. Here's all the tropical moisture down in Florida with our tropical system. There could be some real heavy rains down there. But here comes the dry air, sweeps in for Thursday and for Friday, and right through the weekend the air mass will be nice and dry. Now it is going to start to warm up by Labor Day, but notice here on Monday, the high moisture is still off to our west. So while Monday's a warm day, I don't think the dew points are that high, so it should be just a beautiful Labor Day. If you have outdoor plans this weekend, you picked a good weekend to have them. It is going to be just A-plus kind of weather across the valley. Here's a look at the Canfield Fair forecast. Only chance for rain is for day 1 on Wednesday, spotty afternoon storms. Thursday, mix of sun and clouds, sometime kind of cloudy. Notice the temperatures, mid-70s, Thursday and Friday. Overnight lows will be in the 50s. And then the weekend, gorgeous. I mean, nothing but sun Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right, show this graphic last year, and of course we'll update it this year. In the yellow is this year's forecast as far as the average high temperatures when you average together the 6 days of the Canfield Fair. Last year we had the 3rd hottest fair on record. The hottest was in 1973. The coolest was back in 2006, 10 years ago. This year we're expecting a very average fair, temperature-wise, starting cool, ending warm, and this should be the coolest Canfield Fair since 2010, when we had a pretty cool year that year. But 2011 through 2015 have all been warm or hot. My first fair was back in 2013, and it's been hot every year in the WFMJ tent. Speaking of the fair, hope you get a chance to come out and see us at the fair, at the WFMJ tent. I'll be there signing things and meeting everyone, meet and greets over the weekend, Saturday from 10 to 2, and Sunday from 2 to 6. So if you get a chance, stop by and say hi. If I haven't gotten a chance to meet you yet, hope I could meet you this year at the fair. A couple of additional Canfield Fair stats. The hottest day on record for the fair was on this date, actually, back in 1991. It was 96, and the coolest daytime high was 58 back on the 2nd day of September, 10 years ago. Wettest day, 1.65 inches worth of rain. All right, it is going to cool down, but it's a hot pattern in the longer range. So enjoy this break. This little September preview is not going to last long. Now, again, the humidity stays down through Labor Day, but then beyond Labor Day, hot, probably pretty humid next week as well. So for the first handful of days at least after Labor Day, it's a pretty warm pattern. And what we are expecting, whoops, that's the wrong graphic. Well, what I meant to grab for this was the September outlook, which is a continuation of the warm pattern that we've had all summer long. So September's not going to be much different than June, July, and August. It's going to be another above-average month. Cool day here and there, yes, but another warmer-than-average month expected for September. Sorry about the wrong graphic there. I will see you back here for more weather for Weather Geeks Tuesday evening, and if you're up late tonight, be sure to check out my forecast on 21 News at 11. Have a great Monday night.